Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is a Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, August 23rd, and this is the news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. First up, there were some, but not many, reports of a possible Google update around the 20th, 21st, or 22nd of this week, of this month. So the past few days, people have been noticing a possible Google update. It hasn't been that much chatter in the Webmaster forums. I haven't seen much of that chatter out there, but Mozcast, SERPs.com, SERPmetrics, and Algorithmic has those automated reports that say there were a lot of fluctuations during that time frame. I haven't noticed much. I posted about it on today, August 23rd. If you have more details, feel free to comment and add to the discussion. Another topic was that Google AdWords announced that they have a way for you to actually build a paid and organic report into one. You can actually link up your Webmaster tools with Google AdWords now, and it'll give you this chart or this report under the dimensions section that shows an ad section, an organic stats section, and also a combined and organic stats section. Each one has clicks, impressions. The ads has clicks, impressions, click-through rate, average CPC, and average position. The organic has clicks, queries, query percentages, listings and queries ranking, and average position. And the combined has combined clicks, combined queries, and the combined click/over query ratio. It's a pretty cool report. Obviously, it could help a little bit in expand your keyword list. You should definitely take a look at this if you have AdWords. If not, even you should definitely take a look at this anyway. Next up is that Google explained why the links within Webmaster tools might not be enough, and I discussed this over the past few weeks, basically saying Google said initially that the links within Webmaster tools is enough for you to analyze in order for you to figure out if you should actually not have a penalty. The links in the Webmaster tools will be enough for you to actually find all your bad links. That seems to not be the case, because we said last week that basically there was a case of Google showing an example link that did not show a link within Webmaster tools that they said was bad. That being said, Matt Cutts responded to my query about saying, why is it not enough, or is it not enough? And he basically didn't give me a full answer, but he basically said, it's certainly the case that we endeavored to show examples from the set of links returned by Webmaster tools, and likewise we prefer to assess reconsideration requests on the basis of those links. However, if there's a really good example link that illustrates a problem, we do leave enough room to share that link, especially when it can help point the Webmaster in a better direction to diagnose and fix the issues. That's the response. Not really sure to wait from that, being that maybe Webmaster tool links are not enough, but it's kind of out there in the air. So Google is testing a new Google user interface option in the SERPs. Basically, it's like a preview of the page, but a text preview, and it's not necessarily coming from the page itself. It might be coming from another thing. I'm going to show it to you in the video, and you can take a look at it. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but it's definitely something interesting. Google released a FAQ section on rel author. The main thing from that, you learned that you should not use that for product pages. You should not use rel author for product listing pages. You could use it for product reviews, but not necessarily for product listing pages. And there's a whole FAQ section on more common questions that you get about rel author. Google's Matt Cutts said +1s don't improve your rankings directly. He basically said multiple times after a Moz story was released, saying there's a huge high correlation between +1s and Google search rankings. Matt Cutts said, just trying to decide the politest way to debunk the idea that +1s lead to higher Google web rankings. Let's start with correlation doesn't equal causation, yada yada. But he does said if you make compelling content, people will link to it. They will also like it, share it on Facebook, +1 it, etc. But that does not mean that Google is using it towards their ranking signals. Rather than chasing +1s on content, your time is much better spent making great content. That's what Matt Cutts said. Moving on. Matt Cutts said page speed is not more important for mobile ranking versus desktop ranking, at least not right now. But he basically said right now, the page speed factor is not any more important on mobile versus it is on desktop, although for users it might be. Matt Cutts basically said they reserve the right to use that in the future, but right now it's not. My question to you is, would you prefer a manual penalty over an algorithmic penalty, or vice versa? So I made a poll. I described what both are. If you have time, go to the poll on August 20th at seroundtable.com and definitely take the poll. We currently have about 250 responses. Most prefer the manual penalty, about 60%, 30% prefer the algorithmic penalty. Personally, I'm not sure what I would prefer. There's pros and cons to each. This is interesting. So John Mueller from Google basically said, we understand you're confused about manual versus algorithmic penalties, and we try to make it easier in the future. But John basically said, no, they're just specifically talking about making it easier to understand an algorithmic versus a manual, hacked, compromised website penalty or notification. So it's not specific to penalties, but more specific to hacked or compromised sites. So this is a pretty neat feature. Matt Storms went ahead and told me about this. Did you know that you could go log into your Google Webmaster Tools and go to the Fetch as Googlebot under Crawls menu, and you're able to, when you fetch a specific page and you click through to the success link, it would actually show you how long it took Googlebot to actually download the website in milliseconds. It's a good way to actually see how fast your website is, at least for Googlebot to download your pages. Google now added a bunch of features, but one of the neat features they added is if you're using Google Plus locations and using Google Now and you hook those into each other, it would actually show you your friends or coworkers' location. Have they left work? When are they getting to work? When are they getting home? Stuff like that. It's good for parents, obviously, but it's kind of creepy in terms of your employer following you around. Part of that, obviously, you have to enable commute. It's called commute sharing, and there's a feature for that. Part of that, Google now also released car rental cards, concert ticket cards, improved public transit cards, set reminders while you search, updated TV cards, and NSAA football scores to their cards. Google AdWords has improved their charting. Now you can actually aggregate your charts based off of time. So you're not just able to see time-based data, but you can actually aggregate it over weekly, monthly, or quarterly. So it actually helps you see a better trend of your AdWords charts. It's pretty cool. Google AdSense added 5 new opt-out features for publishers. Now you can opt out of formats such as similar size display ads, enhanced text ads, and expandable ads, enhanced display ads, and animated display ads. Google Places is now auto-upgrading some Google Place listings into the Google Plus pages. The way you'll see this is if you go to your Google Plus pages and it says you've been upgraded, it would actually go ahead and tell you that you've been upgraded to the new Google Plus pages. Google Maps has added Waze data. So if you download the new Google Maps on iOS or Android, it would actually now show you traffic data used based off of Waze users. It's a pretty nice feature, and I'm actually pretty excited for that. And also, Google had a very cute, relaxing doodle for, I can't pronounce this, but Cloud the Bussy or Bussy. I'm sorry for not being well-rounded. I just know search stuff. Anyway, they had a cool logo yesterday. It was a very musical, relaxing logo for this musician. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and that's the search news we covered over at the Search and Roundtable at seroundtable.com. Everyone have a great week, and we'll see you guys next. Bye.